Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelby Smiley and I am a junior at Georgia Southern University. So I've been doing this college thing for a little bit now, and I feel like I kind of have a grasp on a few of the things that you might like call college essential, and then a few of the things that I brought with me both years that I didn't need. So I thought I would share that with you guys because packing for school can be kind of scary, especially if you're leaving for your first year. So I made a couple categories, and the first category is going to be clothing. So for clothes, I would recommend 2 jackets that like you have to have. Obviously, I own way too many sweatshirts, and I'm sure you do too if you're a girl, because I feel like it's just a thing we all have in common. But 2 jackets you definitely need would be a rain jacket and then a puffer jacket. I thought that I wasn't gonna need a heavy jacket just because like we're technically in South Georgia still, and I've been in Georgia all my life, so I kind of thought I knew what I was doing. But it actually gets pretty windy here, and you're gonna want something that'll like cut the wind and keep you warm while you're walking to class. So I would recommend some kind of puffer jacket. I have one that has like fuzzies on the inside, and I really love it, and it's been a good investment. And then for a rain jacket, I would get like a rain jacket windbreaker situation, because they come super in handy when you're walking to class. I promise you, you're not gonna wanna not bring a rain jacket or umbrella and then get wet and have to sit through an hour-long class. It's really gross and you're not gonna enjoy it. Then the last thing for clothing I would say is bring like 2 go-to outfits, one for class in case you sleep in or something. So like a go-to pair of shorts, leggings, and a t-shirt. That way, if you oversleep, you can just jump out of bed and grab that outfit, and it makes it really easy. You don't have to stress about that. And then I would do one that's like cute for going out with your friends, or if you go on a little like weekend trip, day trip kind of thing. Like we go to Savannah a lot, something that you know you'll feel good in and you can just grab it. That way you don't have to stress about what you're gonna wear. I know I do that. So the next category was kitchen stuff. My #1 recommendation is a Brita, whether you get the pitcher or the one that hooks onto the sink faucet, or they make water bottles too that filter your water. I would recommend one of those 3 things because the water is gross, you're gonna want it, and then it'll probably come in handy even after you move out of your dorm. I know we live in an apartment, but our fridge still doesn't have one of those little things that you like put your water bottle up under, so we still use it to this day. If you like coffee, obviously I recommend a Keurig. I love mine. They make a little really skinny one that you can literally fit anywhere in your dorm. It's not gonna take up too much space, and I probably use mine almost every single day. Another thing I recommend that's in the kitchen category would be a good water bottle. I would get a big one, that way you can take it back to your room with you, especially if you don't have like a sink or something in your room. You have to walk down the hall to get water. I would get a giant water bottle, that way you can bring it in the room with you at night and you don't have to worry about leaving to go get water, take it to class with you and stuff. So the next category is like school things that you will use like in your classes or learning. First up is a like paper planner. I know that these help me so much more because I can literally see, like it's in front of me what I need to do by when. If you don't like paper planners, then Google Calendar is really great because you can like sync your school account with it and it'll like go ahead and put all your classes in for you, which is really nice and definitely keeps me on track. I would also recommend a printer. I know here we get like printer points, so we can print a certain amount of things in color and a certain amount of things in black and white. But even when I lived on campus, I really didn't like walking to have to go print things. So if you have a little extra graduation money or something, I would recommend getting just a cheap printer that you can use whenever you don't feel like leaving. Another recommendation would be a good pair of headphones, whether they're like over-the-ear headphones or AirPods or anything like that. Just a pair of headphones that you know aren't gonna break on you randomly and that you could take with you everywhere you go, because you're gonna need them in really random times. Like you might wanna go sit somewhere on campus and you're gonna wish you had headphones, take them to the gym, wear them while you walk to class. Like headphones, you need them. Another recommendation would be a nice backpack. I feel like most everyone here uses a North Face backpack. I use them in high school too. I've never had one like tear up on me or anything like I have some other brands. So they're really sturdy. You don't have to worry about if everything's gonna fit. They have a lot of really cute colors, so I would recommend getting some kind of nice backpack. Really important thing that I used freshman year was a phone wallet. I am really bad about carrying around like an actual wallet, and last year specifically, we needed like our ID to get into the dining hall or the gym or to get into our dorm, literally everything. So having it with my phone meant I knew I wasn't gonna lose it anywhere, which was really nice because you have to pay a fat chunk if you lose it. And like I said, you need it everywhere. So it's one of those things that you have to pay, like you can't go without it. So I would recommend a phone wallet or like a little keychain wallet kind of deal. Then a kind of random one that you might not think of would be pepper spray. I would get one of those like keychain pepper sprays that you can take everywhere with you, even if you never use it. Like we've never used any of ours, but it just gives you kind of like a peace of mind to be able to carry it with you, especially if you're walking around at night or anything like that. It definitely makes me feel safer. The next category is like stuff for your bedroom. So first up would be a mattress topper. I feel like most everyone knows this, but it's one of those things like it's worth it to put a good amount of money into. Get like a Tempur-Pedic one or something like that, because you're gonna use it literally every day. And I promise you're not gonna wanna sleep on like the bare door mattress. It's nothing. Another thing would be an extension cord. Especially if you plan on like keeping your bed lofted so you can put stuff under it, then your phone charger most likely isn't gonna reach the bed. So if you like to be on your phone while you're going to sleep, you're gonna want an extension cord. You're probably gonna need one in your living room for like your TV and stuff. So I recommend bringing at least one of those. Another really great thing when you are pressed for space is just like an over-the-door mirror. That way it doesn't have to be on the ground taking up space. But I really liked mine because you couldn't see your full body in the bathroom mirror unless you backed up super far away. So I'd recommend one of those. Another thing you're definitely gonna need if you have a carpet dorm or a dorm with a kitchen would be a vacuum. You might think you're not gonna need it, but it's probably gonna get kind of gross and you're gonna wish you had a vacuum. So I would recommend just buying like a $50 vacuum. I would also recommend getting a pair of slippers. You can wear them to the dining hall, you can wear them to the laundry room, you can wear them around your dorm. They're really great, really comfy, and I wore mine all the time. If you're like me, I have to have some kind of fan in my room at night. So I'd recommend either getting like a box fan or one that clips onto the side of your bed. That way you have noise and it keeps you cool, because I know none of the dorms here have ceiling fans, which drove me crazy and really freaked me out at first. So then I have two things that I feel like most people wouldn't think of. The first one is like a small toolkit. If you end up like ordering any little furniture things throughout the year or something like that, you're gonna need like a screwdriver. I know this year we used like a hammer and a level all through the house when we were moving in. So it would be a good idea to go ahead and get a small one, just because you're probably gonna end up using it. And then the last thing in this category would be a rolling laundry cart. I went for like a cute laundry cart instead of something practical, and I wish that I had one that rolled. They make specific ones that roll, or you can get like one of those little wagons that people take to the beach or to like baseball games. If you can get one of those, 100% recommend. I literally lived in the middle of the hallway and it was still so inconvenient to carry my laundry bin all the way down the hall. It gets really heavy, especially when you have to carry like your detergent and all that stuff with you. So either get one of those rolling ones or get one that's like a backpack style. And then finally, I have some things that I brought with me that I didn't need. The first thing was a TV for my bedroom. I pretty much never watched it. We had a TV in the living room, and then I honestly just, when I went to bed at night, I was so tired, I didn't really care to watch TV. I definitely use one a lot more now that I've moved out, but like freshman year living in a dorm, I wish I hadn't brought the TV just because it took up so much space and I barely used it. Another thing, I brought way too many coffee mugs and way too many shoes. As far as shoes go, I'd bring a pair for working out, a pair for walking around campus, a pair of rain boots, a fancy pair of shoes in case you're like joining a sorority or you plan on going to church every Sunday, and then a pair of like Birkenstocks or some kind of sandal to wear around campus when it's warm outside. That's literally all I need. Obviously it's nice to have more shoes, but when I was in the dorm and had a ton of limited space, I did not have enough room for all the shoes I was trying to bring. And then like I said, I brought way too many coffee mugs. You need like 2 or 3. You can literally just wash it right when you get done using it. We did not have a dishwasher last year, so we ended up hand washing all of our dishes pretty much immediately anyways. And I had way too many coffee mugs taking up way too much space that I did not need. Those are all of my recommendations. If you guys have any questions about packing for school or anything like that, my Instagram is in the description, or you could leave a comment. I'm always happy to help answer any questions you might have. I know it can be really scary and really overwhelming. Stuck around this long, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to either comment down below or leave this video a like if you enjoyed this kind of video. That way I know what kind of content to be making. It's super helpful when I get feedback, so please let me know. Like I said, all of my social media is in the description box. I'd love if you followed me. We could be friends. I love internet friends. That's so fun to me. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon.